All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for Saturday, the 11th of April 2020. Another beautiful day ahead of us. We have some interesting alignments going on. We've got the moon up in Sagittarius, right? An emotional need to what? To have faith in ourselves, a need to look, to explore outside, to gain new knowledge, to suck knowledge in, through our eyes, through our ears, by connection with others. Okay, now we have to do this from a distance in a sense, and that's okay. Sagittarius is fine with that. It's just like I don't mind exploring and going outside of self, or leaving my comfort zone, leaving my place of comfort in order to find the answers to the solutions that I'm looking for, no matter what the problem may be or what the circumstance is, right? So we have no problem seeking out information and having faith and being guided to seek that information out during this time, which is really, really powerful. Now, as well, we have a Venus. We're talking about our planet of love, our planet of money, is making a perfect sextile today to Chiron, okay? We have Mercury. Mercury, thank God, has entered the sign of Aries. All right, this is a beautiful day, a day that we have all been waiting for a long time. Okay, so there's new communication, new forward momentum happening with communication, with talking. It's just like we're no longer in this daze. It's like we've found ours. We've been in this like that mirror house. The mirror house, whatever, I'm talking about. And it's just like, the world of mirrors, you don't know what you're looking at. We don't know. We don't have a clear, defined look at something, So now it's just like we've made it out of this house of mirrors. We've made it out of this maze or this labyrinth that we've been dealing with. And we have some clear, definitive communication, clear, definitive insight, clear, definitive answers, clear, definitive callings. Mercury is also our intuition. It's calling us, and in Aries, the head, it's just like, all right, I get it. I'm being called to action, being called to act, being called to communicate, being called, this is my destiny, right? This is your destiny. And you're the captain of the ship. Now, Venus at 6 degrees of Gemini, Chiron at 6 degrees of Aries. This is a powerful aspect. We also, of course, have the sun in Aries right now as well, okay? Really, really powerful aspect for many reasons. One, having the sun, Mercury just joined, and Chiron all in Aries is about taking self-initiative. This is like, I have to take care of myself during this time. I have to take care of my mental health. I have to take care of my physical self. I have to take care of my emotional self, okay? Really powerful, as well as we have Mercury squaring the nodes. So Mercury's here in Aries, Chiron's right here in Aries, north node, south node up in Capricorn, north node down here in Cancer. This is still like karmically letting go of things, okay? Our past is part of our present. This is the tail of the dragon. This is the head of the dragon, where we're moving forward to. So the next couple of days here, we're going to have Mercury squaring the nodes, which is us continuing to move forward to clearing our karmic debt, our quantum entanglements, okay? Using this power right now to be able to communicate, to clear air, no matter what that may be. Chiron, our wounded healer in Aries, right? Our instinctual nature, is having this really beautiful septile connection here to Venus. Now, Venus is love, our wants, our desires. It does deal with material possessions, material goods. Chiron, there's Chiron healing in the side of self right now. Okay, we can all be dealing with different issues, right? This could be, romantic love. This could be dealing, we're dealing with our partners every single day in the same small space. We're used to having a little bit more space for ourselves. this is a different way of looking with that, different way of dealing with that. This could be, I'm away from my partner right now and there's no way for me to, be as close as I want to be with them. And we're going to allow some healing to that. This is, this could be about material possessions, okay? Material possessions meaning like, look, this is, there's a life that I thought of that I wanted to live. There was a style, there was a view of how I saw myself living, and I need to re-examine and look at all of these different possibilities. And is this life the necessary? Are these things necessary? Again, that like sort of keeping up with the Joneses mentality, it's something else I've talked about on this channel for a while. But this could certainly be like, well, what is a necessity right now? Aries is about survival. What do I need to survive? I don't need a watch. Like, I don't need a watch to survive. The sun comes up, wake up, the sun goes down, you rest. I need food, I need shelter, I need a lot of things. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a watch. I'm just throwing that out as an example. We have this like, oh, the new thing, the new iPhone's coming out, or the new product, or the new this. And where we're at in life right now is giving us some interesting times. Is just like, look, we're all, a lot of people are unemployed right now. A lot of people are dealing with financial difficulties that they haven't had to in 12 years since, 2008, 2009, when things shifted, back when Jupiter was in Capricorn 12 years ago. So, it's just like, although we wanted this or saw this or had this expectation of this, is that what I really want to satisfy my inner peace and inner joy? Venus is dealing with love for self, my inner joy, my inner compass, my inner happiness, my inner joy bubbling up and out. And what do I need to make that joy possible, right? So Chiron, healing instinctual parts of self. Or if, things that could have happened in the past, again, with this squaring the nodes, karma. We're dealing with, something has happened in the past that has put me into this place. Like the way I'm like, this is coming through right now is just like a child that drew on the wall with some crayon or mom's lipstick or something. And the parent's like, hey, did you do this? And the kid just is like, no. And the child lies for the very first time because it doesn't want to be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So it says like this child was in this moment, learned to lie, learned to deflect something because it didn't want to be in trouble, because of karmically what had happened in the past. So this Mercury squaring the nodes, Chiron still squaring the nodes, Mercury conjunct Chiron over this next week ahead of us. Chiron perfectly connecting with Venus, it's just like, how do we heal all sides of this, as the parent or whatnot, to say, how do I address this differently with my child, or whatever it may be. I'm just using this as an example, and please use this analogy in your own life however you can, but to be able to be disciplinary, to add guidance to the child to not draw on the wall with lipstick or marker or whatever it may be, and also have an open, loving, communicating relationship with the child or whomever it may be, to where they are open enough with us that they don't feel they need to lie and hide something. So there's work to do on both ends here with opening up our communication, because it's like the safe space, okay? The safe space here, the child's gonna lie. The safe space here, people aren't gonna move because they want to feel safe, secure, and protected. Because look what happened last time. The authority figure, yelled at me or was upset with me, or I felt that they took away their love for me. You know, they swept the rug out from under my feet. Okay? And this is all coming into a clearing, into a healing, and it's understanding, no, my love is abundant and boundless. And, and it was the instinct that I don't know. I don't want to get too lost on this. But there's a lot of beautiful clearing happening during this time right now, and we still have Mars trine to Venus. These are as close as they're going to get for a while. They're going to both be moving. Venus here, whatever planet this is, Venus is starting to slow down as it's going to retrograde. So these two are creating this trine for this whole week, which is really, really beautiful as well. So it's like forward momentum, seeing a clear vision of the future. It's like, again, if we're trying to, whatever the relationship is, if it's a work relationship, a business partnership, or a love romantic partnership, in order for us to bring this concept that we have here of that romantic love, or that dream career, that dream job, that dream relationship with your boss, that dream relationship with your partner at work, the dream relationship with your lover, come into an alignment, we have to truly allow that. We have to let go of a fear that rug is going to be pulled out from underneath us, that the boss is going to say, oh, I found somebody else, I'm going to replace you. I found a different partner, I'm going to replace you. I found a different use for different tools, and I don't need to use your tools or what you're bringing to the table, and you have you can be replaced. We have a very replaceable world right now, which is an interesting thing. We have to let go of these ideas because it draws a fear into oneself. Okay, that's what part of this astrology is showing this week. This is not just for Saturday, but this is this week ahead. That we have to let go of that fear and emanate and be. It's like each flower in the garden has its own beauty. Right? Its own beauty. And the tulip should never want to be the daffodil or the rose. It needs to be beautiful just as it is to add its beauty to the garden. So it's like, be the beautiful person that you are. Don't be fearful that you're not as beautiful as the rose, or you're not as beautiful as the whatever. It's just like, you are perfectly you, right? There's no imperfect cloud. There is no imperfect you. You are the perfect you that is. And it's like to be fearless in your communication, in your being, not afraid of staying stuck or stuck in the past, but to just really open these doors, let the breeze flow through to some new beginnings. Aries is about new beginnings, and it is about the head. We're moving in. We're headstrong, moving in right now. And we're all connected together during this, even being alone, we're all connected together. So this is a really beautiful day. It's a powerful day. Again, this Venus-Chiron connection is, I can't talk enough about this, how beautiful this is. And clearing the air. Again, it's exact on Saturday, but we're going to be feeling this as Mercury is, squaring the nodes and connecting with Chiron throughout the week ahead. So happy Saturday, my friends. As always, thank you. Appreciate you. It's been a fun journey, and it continues, right? We'll see you tomorrow.